I want to give all praises, all honor, and all glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rekakodash. I want to give double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, where I learned this truth from. I want to say peace, mercy, and blessings unto all of the hopeful elect. The true name of the Heavenly Father is Yahweh, which means He exists or He is to be. The true name of the Son is Yahushai, which means He is the deliverer. We are the Hebrew Israelites, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, Seminole Indians, Latins, Hispanic, people indigenous North Central South America. All right, so-called Haitians, Jamaicans, West Indians. All right, we're those people that make up the lost 12 tribes of Israel. The self-proclaimed white man, he's not white, he's red. There are the Idumeans or Esau, Edom, according to the Bible. According to Bible prophecy, Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followed. Okay, and we're living in the end times. We're living in the times where all these prophecies are getting ready to be fulfilled, you know. So actually, I'm going to start with that scripture. This is the book of Matthew 24. And 34. Verily I say unto you, this generation shall not pass till all these things be fulfilled. All what things? All the prophecies. Okay, it's talking about this very generation that we're in. You know, a lot of people, they're thinking that, you know, the Lord can't come back. The Lord can't possibly come back during their lifetime. All these prophecies that were long written down, they would never happen during their lifetime. All right, but here it is. We're halfway through 2025 just like that, and we're seeing them. All right, end time headlines. Powerful 6.3 quake strikes Crete, Greece, felt in central Holy Land. All right, so that's earthquakes. InfoWars, Minnesota officials brace for civil unrest following rumors Trump comparting cop convicted in George Floyd death. And when I first read this, first thing that came to my mind is that they're trying to incite uproars and violence in the street. Okay, they're purposely doing things to stir Jake up to cause violence. Okay, RACE, wars. Okay, recently you had I've been seeing the stories about this. Lucky I don't want to get a copyright or nothing. Fair use, fair use.
5 in the morning, I got a call. What is this? That on the floor, that on the ride, Mr. 6. I'm steady screaming.
So supposedly, this happened down there in Atlanta. All right. 2 supposedly KKK hooded wearing men were shot dead in the park. Okay, so there you go. That's uproars of the people. You know, that's that racial tension being stirred up, right? And check this out. This is from CNET.com. Coming soon to Apple devices. Brain control accessibility features. A standard for brain implants that would allow disabled people to control devices such as iPhones and the Apple Vision Pro could be available for developers this year. So there you go, brain chips, which that ties in with what? The miracles, the mark of the beast, the charagma, revelation, earthquakes, uproars of the people, love of many waxing cold. Okay, all of these things are happening. Matthew 24 and 34. Verily I say unto you, this generation shall not pass till all these things be fulfilled. Let's go to Ezekiel. This is Ezekiel chapter 12, verse 25. For I am Yahweh Shem Yahushai, I will speak, and the word that I shall speak shall come to pass, and shall no more be prolonged. For in your days, O rebellious house, will I say the word, and will perform it, said the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Again, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, behold, they of the house of Israel say, the vision that he seeth is for many days to come, and he prophesied of the times that are far off. They hear. Okay? Therefore say unto them, thus saith Yahweh Shem Yahushai, there shall none of my words be prolonged any more, but the word which I speak shall be done, said Yahweh Shem Yahushai. So that goes to Jacob's trouble. Jacob against Esau, Egyptian against Egyptian, Esau against Esau, all of that. This is 2 Esdras 9:1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, right, we're seeing them. Okay, and I just gave you an example of some of the signs. Okay, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. And that's why there's an increase in so-called UFO sightings, so-called UAP, or unidentified area phenomena sightings. 3, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, we're seeing that. Okay, and with Trump's presidency, he's causing offenses every time he opens his damn mouth. 4, then shalt thou understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. For like as all that is made in the world had a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest, even so the times also of the highest have plain beginnings and wonder and powerful works and endings and effects and signs. And everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith whereby ye have believed. So part of us doing these videos, going out to the highways and hedges, brothers to love, fellowship and sending ties, whatever you're doing the best you could do. That's your faith, and that's your works, man. Okay, you can't just say you believe. You gotta have some work behind that belief. All right, and that's concrete evidence of your belief or faith. So back onto this article from CNET. Apple is making progress on the standard for brain implant devices that can help people with disabilities control devices such as iPhones with their thoughts, as reported in a Wall Street Journal. Apple has plans to release that standard to other developers later this year. The company has partnered with Synchron, which has been working with other companies, including Amazon, on ways to make devices more accessible. Synchron makes an implant called a stentrode that is implanted in a vein on the brain's motor cortex. Once implanted, the stentrode can read brain signals and translate that to movement on devices including iPhones, iPads, and Apple's Vision Pro VR headset. Let me see something. I believe Elon Musk made a statement. Yep, check this out. This is from the news. This is April 3rd, 2025. Elon Musk, through his company Neuralink, is pushing to make smartphones obsolete by creating brain-computer interfaces. These implants allow users to interact with technology using only their thoughts, no screens, no swipes, no physical input. So this is part of the left-handed miracles, and this is how he's going to deceive people to get this, because it's gonna appear, he's gonna package it really nicely through the idea of convenience, okay, making it look cool, all of that. This is Revelation 13 and verse 14. And deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by means of those miracles. This is part of the miracles, man. Read this again. This is from the news, thenews.com.pk. Okay, Elon Musk, Mark Zuckerberg, Sam Altman declare in the smartphones. Their potential ranges from health monitoring to GPS tracking and communication, turning human body into tech platform. That's what this is all about. Okay, we'll go down. Elon Musk, through his company Neuralink, is pushing to make smartphones obsolete by creating brain-computer interfaces. These implants allow users to interact with technology using only their thoughts, no screens, no swipes, no physical input. So far, 2 human subjects have already received the implant, demonstrating the early feasibility of this concept. Mr. Gates is exploring a different direction. Back in Chaotic Moon and its electronic tattoos. These nanosensor packed tats are capable of collecting, sending, and receiving data. Their potential ranges from health monitoring to GPS tracking and communication, turning the human body into a tech platform. But we know, according to Bible prophecy, it's going to get to the point where they want to implant you. So pretty much they want to do away with your smartphone. Imagine that. Where you are the smartphone. That's one of those miracles. Okay, and going back to this article, it says, Apple is making progress on the standard brain implant devices that can help people with disabilities control devices such as iPhone with their thoughts. That's one of those miracles. You allowing people that have disabilities, they may be paralyzed, they may be deaf, they may be blind, they may, not be able to speak, but they get this implant. And now suddenly they just think thoughts and things begin to happen. That's part of those miracles. Rev 13 and 14. And he deceived them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth, that they should make an image to the beast, which had the wound by a sword and did live. Now this goes back to the ancient Roman Empire. Okay, the ancient Roman Empire received a wound when the Israelites took over. Okay, and Revelation 20 says they bound them 1,000 years, dealing with Esau, Edom, the Idumeans. All right, the Edomite Caesars of Rome, because the Israelites took over Rome, Europe, Spain, Portugal, different parts of northern and West Africa. At that time, Esau had a seal upon him. He was shut up in the caves, the Caucasus Mountains. So America is modeled after the ancient Roman day empire, which is why, your modern day gladiators are who? Your boxers, your UFC fighters, your NFL quarterbacks, your running backs, etc. Your LeBron James, your Michael Jordan. These are the modern day gladiators, and those stadiums are the modern day arenas. Okay, bread and circus, the court system, the laws, everything is in Latin, the structure of the buildings. Okay, it's modeled after the image of the beast. Not talking about a physical picture of a man. 15, he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as will not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And exactly, and they're going to pass laws, which it says in Revelation 20, and you taking this implant, it's part of you worshiping the beast in its image. Revelation 24, and I saw thrones, and they that sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them. And I saw the souls of them that will be beheaded for the witness of Yahweh Shai. Okay? And that is the elect. Well, some of the elect, not all of them. Well, not all of the elect are going to be martyrs. Okay? And for the word of Yahweh, and which had not worshipped the beast, neither his image, neither received his mark upon their foreheads or in their hands. And they lived and reigned with Hamashiach 1,000 years. Okay, so those that resist the implant will be threatened with what? Death. You don't want to worship the beast in his image? You got to be killed. 16, he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. I mean, he want to get everybody, old, the young. he wants total control, right? 17. And that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark. The word there for mark is haragma. Okay, this is why looking up words is very important, because the scriptures were translated. Okay.
Strong's G 5480. Charagma. Charagma.
The mark branded upon horses, thing carved and imprinted mark. Okay, so obviously it's something physical. A brain implant, is that physical or is it spiritual? It's physical. You know, you have false prophets that'll tell you that the mark of the beast is, you know, it's the cell phone in your hand. You already got it. That's bullshit. Do you take this equals you being doomed? You know, 18. And so if that's the case, we're doomed already. You know, but they don't. You know, they're false prophets, or the Most High didn't open their eyes to that. You know. Rev 13 and 18, here's wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 636. So that's where you get 666 from, which I believe the first Apple computer sold for $666. You know. Additionally, a 1/3 markup on the $500 wholesale price came to be around $666. Think that's a coincidence? Okay. There's no such thing as coincidences, right? So you look at this word, in the Greek, it's
Strong's G 5516. Chai, Xi, Stigma. Chai, Xi, Stigma.
right. And the root word,
Strong's G 4742. Stigma. Stigma.
which means to prick. A mark pricked in or branded upon the body to ancient Oriental usage. Slaves and soldiers bore the name or the stamp of their master, commander, branded or pricked into their bodies to indicate what master general they belonged to, and there were even some devotees who stamped themselves in this way with the token of this god. So this time period that's getting ready to come upon the earth is known as the hour of temptation. Okay, and temptation is someone trying to entice you to commit a sin. The sin would be taking that haragma. All right. So yeah, with that, you know, just a quick lesson on the lunch break. You know, I pray this has been informative and edifying. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Shem El Shai. I'll say shalom to all hopeful elect.